Yes, my dear friend. Welcome back to the channel. A very good evening to wherever you are on the globe. Well, you are on the African continent, in Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, Kenya, Uganda, Zambia, Zimbabwe, what do you call it? In fact, any part of the African continent you are, South Africa, you are highly welcome. And my brothers in Europe, I'm excited. I'm glad to be back with more exclusives for you. Well, like we heard earlier on the breaking news, Sesko decided to stay put at RB Leipzig. Yes, the striker, the target of many clubs around England, including Chelsea, Manchester United, and Arsenal. He decided to stay put at his current club. New contract has been offered to him with an improved terms and conditions. And improved terms were presented to him, and so he decided to stay put until next season. Hopefully. Dear friend, but we are moving on from there. David Olise report on Michael Olise, the player that Chelsea has already had personal terms agreement with. Yeah. A development in recent days is that interested parties have been advised to strike a deal with Crystal Palace before attempting to agree terms with Olise's camp. I'm taking that again. A development in recent days is that interested parties in Michael Olise have been advised to strike a deal with Crystal Palace before attempting to agree terms with Olise's camp. Now, often when there is a release clause, very often when there is a release clause in contract terms, as is the case with Olise, it is done the other way around. If there's a release clause, you can negotiate first with the player's camp before going to the club. But when in this case, Michael Olise's case, we have been advised to talk to the club first. Talk to Crystal Palace first before talking to the player. But in this instance, suitors will need to go through the front door. Where is the front door? Meaning we must talk to who? Chelsea will have to talk to Crystal Palace first, and that is what Chelsea are doing right now. My first video, if you watch it, or if you have not watched it, go check the first video. Today is 11th, yeah? I made it very clear. Chelsea are negotiating the scheduling of the payment terms. The payment terms. Even though the player already agreed personal terms, I don't know how they got that done, but Chelsea are in talk with Crystal Palace right now as we speak on the payment terms of Michael Olise. Hopefully, if that is agreed upon, then very soon, before this weekend or by next week, we should here we go for Michael Olise. Because Chelsea currently is ahead of every other club, including Manchester United, in signing Michael Olise. The player has already given his consent. He has already given his nod for Chelsea. Is that a great news to hear? Wow. Well, let's move on. Michael Olise to Chelsea is going to happen. Yes, England, in this Euro 2024, the games are starting this weekend. In fact, I think from Sunday. England's first game is on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But Gareth Southgate, the England coach, said that it's likely he won't continue as England manager if he fails to win the Euro 2024. He may not continue if the fact is his contract is coming to an end in this summer. He can only continue or get a renewal if... Do you get it? Now, Manchester United are looking for a coach. Many have suggested that Gareth Southgate could be the man to lead the charge in Manchester United. I am not a Manchester United fan, but like I always say, when it comes to English football, Manchester United, are very, very important players in that industry, in the country, in the EPL. I heard recently somebody even talk about Chelsea should have had a little patience because Gareth Southgate is about to leave the England job. Look, there was no way Gareth Southgate could come to Chelsea. There was absolutely no way. He doesn't fit into our system. He doesn't fit into Chelsea. In fact, there was no way he can only go to Manchester United. But right now, I said it before, Erik ten Hag is staying in Manchester United. I'm not a prophet, but I can see what is happening there right now. We move on. Maatsen called up to replace the Jong. Maatsen has been finally called to the Netherlands squad. He was actually overlooked. I don't want to use the word rejected. The coach in an interview said it very clearly that there are 3 players that he mentioned that they all play in the same position as Maatsen. Now, as God may have it, yes, as God may have it, because he's favoring Maatsen, our own. The Young got injured even before going for the Euros. Baka could not treat him to be fully fit. The player said he wanted to sacrifice for his nation. But during the camp, the training season, he aggravated the injury. So he's left camp. Now, Maatsen, before Fabrizio Romano actually reported that Maatsen has a good chance to be called up by Coman after Frankie de Jong's injury. Now as we speak, it's been confirmed. Maatsen called up to replace de Jong. So he's on the way now to Germany to replace de Jong in camp. Euro 2024, Chelsea players are fully represented. Dear friend, we are right there. And that is why I would like Chelsea fans to be expecting great things in the coming season. Ronald Koeman on Frankie de Jong injury. The coach now spoke about the injury situation with Frankie de Jong. And this is what he said. He said he was not going to be ready in 3 weeks, unfortunately. Frankie has a history with his injury, so we have to think about his health. The club over there decided to take risks, and this is the price we have to pay. This is the price we have to pay. The club took a risk with him. They were not thinking about his future. They were only using him to go in for surgery. But it is a price that the Netherlands nation now have to pay by losing him for the Euros. That is according to the coach. Now putting the blame on Barcelona. Dear friend. All right. There is something I want to show you here. You see, Euro 2024 starting next week, right? Let me hear from you in the comment section. Which of the teams or which of the nations are you supporting? Let me know. I would have wished that at least finally England should win it for me. Finally, England should win it for me. It's been so long a year. Many years ago, over 20 years. I would have wished that England can win it this time around. So let me hear from you. Which team or which national team do you expect, do you fully support to win the Euro 2024? Let me hear from you in that comment section there, dear friend. All right. Now, yesterday, Ghana played a game against Central African Republic, CAR, in a World Cup qualifier. And when the game started, some of us we couldn't see it because it was a very interesting game. In Kumasi, Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Ghana won the match 4-3. Yes. Now Ghana has 4 points. Listen, full time, Ghana beat Central African Republic 4-3 in a match day 4 of the FIFA World Cup qualifiers in Kumasi. This win takes us to the top of the group with 9 points and gives us back-to-back victories in the qualifiers. Now, let me give you the breakdown minute by minute how the goals were scored for you to see why I brought this up. In the 5th minute, Ghana scored the first goal in the 5th minute, 1-0. 11th minute, they equalized, it became 1-1. Central African Republic equalized, it became 1-1. 41st minute, Central African Republic scored the second goal, making it 2-1. Ghana was down by 2-1. 60th minute, Ghana scored. That's after coming back from the break. Ghana scored, it became 2-2. 62nd minute, Ghana now went ahead again with 3. The third goal, making it 3-2 against Central African Republic. 69th minute, Ghana scored the 4th goal. So it became 4-2. 90th minute, Central African Republic stunned Ghana again with one more goal, making it 4-3. You can just imagine that moment. If you were in Ghana, if you were a Ghanaian, how will you be feeling? My goodness. Well, FIFA put it this way. This FIFA World Cup qualifying match was a crazy one, of course. It was indeed a crazy game last night. On that note, dear friend, I will have to leave you here on this final one. Andrey Santos is being earmarked for first team football next season with Chelsea. Andrey Santos, the Brazilian international that Chelsea bought a season ago, he is earmarked for first team football next season. Chelsea are not interested in selling him or loaning him, and he is regarded as a great fit for how Enzo Maresca wants the team to play. On this note, dear friend, like the video, share the video, and let me hear from you in the comment section. And if you are new, kindly subscribe to the channel. I'll be back with more exclusives in the coming hours. I'll see you when you see me, dear friend. Shalom and peace.